All right, thank you. My name is Meredith. I'm also from New York, so I'll talk fast also. So I'm from the Chattanooga Public Library. I am head of the Youth Services Department. And I'm going to start off with our mission. Our mission is to be the community catalyst for lifelong learning. So we are in a very unique situation compared to some of the other people who we have who are also partners in this. We have kids who come to our library by choice. We're not an after-school program. There aren't permission slips. You come because you want to be here. So we're also unique in the fact that our spaces, services, and programs are all free and accessible to the public, including every child who is in a public school in Hamilton County. They have access to a free public library card. So that's a good group of girls we have there. The Chattanooga Public Library has 4 different locations all across the city. So downtown, St. Elmo, Northgate, and Eastgate. We provide a safe place for youth to come after school during the evenings and on the weekends, providing access to books, computers, internet, programs, technology like 3D printing, and an amazing staff. So to combat youth violence, we provide open and inviting spaces for all and that engaging staff to help develop strong relationships with youth all across Chattanooga. So we get kids who go to Baylor, we have kids who go to Howard, right? We get everybody. Doesn't matter where you live in the city, everyone's welcome in the library. So the diverse group that we have at our library are coming here by choice, like I said. So it's not forced, right? They come because they make the decision to come to us, and there's always a reason. It might be to read a book, it might be to play Xbox and PlayStation, that happens a lot. But a lot of these kids come to the library because they know it's a safe place, and it's a place where they feel like they belong. So many of the youth that come in, they're coming in with invisible backpacks. So my invisible backpack that I just put on, I'm a white Jewish female. So it's not that full, right? But if I have a 16-year-old African-American male coming into this library right now, his invisible backpack in our society is pretty heavy, right? So I can't see that backpack, but I know what's going on with him. So in those backpacks, they're carrying their problems from home and in their neighborhoods into our doors. And we want to create a space where kids can be kids. We have a lot of kids who are bringing their problems from home into our doors. That's affecting our staff, that's affecting other kids, and it's not creating that safe space that we want to have for them. So on a Saturday, for example, kid comes over at 10 o'clock, he stays till 6, nobody's calling to see if he's coming home, no one's calling to see if he ate lunch. We've noticed lately that our scuffles start at about 1 o'clock. Why is that happening? Because they're not eating. So we're in a very interesting situation, and that is just a typical day that we have on a Saturday, and it's an honest day that we have. So our biggest obstacle in addressing youth violence is creating an environment centered around respect, trust, and dialogue. So we've learned that through discussion and creating a dialogue with kids, we can truly learn what their needs and wants are, and that we're also directly reflecting the communities that we serve. So our staff, for example, comes from all over the place. We have different backgrounds. We're not here working for us, we're working for the communities that we serve, and we need to have those conversations to figure out what these kids want. We want our kids to respect our spaces, our staff, our property, and most importantly, each other. And we want our youth to also create this mutual respect. We want them to respect each other. That's our most important thing that we're trying to do, and trust us. So they come in, they're looking for someone to talk to, they're looking for friends, they're looking for an outlet. They need to know that we have their backs. So some of our constraints, got a few of them. Staff capacity is number 1, and I'm going to be very honest too, so here it goes. So there are sometimes we have 12,000 square feet, and we will only have 1 person. That's a constraint. Our staff does not reflect the community we serve. I will be honest, we do not have a very diverse staff on our youth services department at the library. We're working now on building some more partnerships, but we need people in our doors who look like the people who these kids see at home. That's huge. Trouble building trust. We all come from different backgrounds, so we have to make sure that these kids trust us and that we're consistent. We have to make sure that we're telling kids the same things so that they can then trust us. Trouble with authority. That happens when They know what people they can walk over, and the fact that we don't know who's coming in our doors every day. So we might have a kid who's a troublemaker who only comes once a month. So we have to figure that out. We need help funding partnerships to make sure that we have the right people who are coming in our doors and are getting paid for the work that they're doing, right? We respect and we want the best of the best. And lastly, safety. And I'm going to do like 10 seconds, I'm sorry, because this is big. Over the summer, I've kicked out gang recruiters. Our staff has kicked out gang recruiters. We've been called names about that. We've had kids who will say to another kid over video games, yeah, well, my uncle will shoot you. And that kid knows that his uncle actually did shoot somebody. Where that kid does not feel safe, right? So we want our kids to feel safe, and we want our staff to feel safe, and that's our biggest constraint, and we look forward to seeing what you guys come up with. So thank you.